Hi, I'm Any New Province, and I just finished up the league with Mono Green Tron. Just here to remind you that you can like the video or subscribe to the channel down below. I seriously appreciate it. It's a great way to let me know you've enjoyed everything, and it really encourages me to keep making great popper content. You can crop rotation right into the match that you want to watch by clicking the timestamp in the description down below. That match against Mono Blue Mill at the end, by the way, insane. Anyway, enjoy the league. All right, what do we got? We have an expedition map. We have no Tron lands. We have... Oh god, this hand's bad, right? We have 2 lands, an expedition map, and a crop rotation. I don't know if that's good enough. We might draw more Tron lands. We're on the draw. We have a payoff. We've got a tutor. But we have no... Well, I guess we functionally have all 3 Tron lands. I don't know what I'm doing. Match 1. Game 1. Keeping. And it looks like we're against, I don't know, Delver, Blitz, Tribe even. But we will let our opponent preordain. Let's get it on. It doesn't seem like the worst whole thing in the entire world, but I think there's probably better hands in the universe. Let's see if they've got a daze for us. No, if they did, they weren't planning on playing it. They're playing so fast, I think maybe they're on some kind of like, I don't know, control deck? Is this Pieces? I think Blue-Red Pieces plays Snowlands. So no, this is probably Mono Blue Delver. Yeah. Gonna leave up counter magic. I don't blame them. So let's play a non-Tron land. Probably just tutor one up end of turn next turn. See what happens. You can never use crop rotation into you can never crop rotate into 2 open blue mana. That's just not going to happen. That's basically just stone raining yourself. We can get rid of this Haunted Fengraph without too much worry. Maybe our opponent's just on nothing though. Okay, so if we get a Tron land this turn, we like draw 1 naturally. Maybe there'll be a reason to use crop rotation. Okay, we'll play at the tower. And let's sphere. They're gonna spell stutter. Okay. Sure. I might take this opportunity to crop rotation my Haunted Fengraph. What do you guys think? Do we crop rotate this? I think we do, right? Because they can't counter it now. I guess we should tap it for mana first, just in case they have daze. And we will crop rotate this. Yeah. So no, oh, I almost, did you guys see that? Okay, so we will get mine, I guess. Let's get power plant because it's in the middle and I might mess that up soon. Okay, so we got our power plant. That's good. Chromatic Sphere will not resolve. We have 2 mana, but nothing we can do with it, so that's okay. We'll pass. As he waits for the leg to catch up. Oh, is that? Yeah, that's 7 or 8 seconds, man. It can mean the whole world. And yeah, I guess our internet isn't top notch here tonight, so I don't really know why. Get one of these boys out there next turn. I think it's decent enough against Delver because they can only interact with, there's only like 4 spells in their deck that can meaningfully interact with Accomplished Automaton. Like if they keep bouncing it and we keep getting little guys, at least we're progressing our board. All right, well, if they don't have another land, that means they're going to be able to crop rotation. Oh, they're going to gush. All right, well, that'll help them make their land drop here. That's not good. So they might still have hard counter up. We're just going to have to draw the natural. Or run Fierce Empath into a counter, I guess. But... ah, no, it's just a ninja. Okay, well, we can get Tron online next turn. I don't know if we just go straight for it and get rid of our forest. It'd be sweet if we could find a land that we don't care about, like even a Tron land we don't care about to keep our green mana. Okay, our turn. They're going to discard a hand size. Oh, we did it. Okay, well. Ooh, all right, cool. So what do we want to do here? Probably just jam an automaton. And then, automaton's pretty good. We'll fabricate onto it. Can we can't Fierce Empath and then cast anything. So I think I'm going to automaton here. With 8 mana, 6. Oh, I know. Wasn't that incredible? Oh yeah, I actually got like a little like heart chest flutter. I was like, oh, look how good I am at this game. I guess I could chump Ninja. That'll let me like get in. Yeah, that's true. But they can also, yeah, and if they bounce it, it's probably good. Yeah, good call. Good call. Guys, we like pretty much almost have Metalcraft. Should probably play Thoughtcast in this deck. Or Galvanic Blast. Alright. Opponent got the good flips with the Vapor Snags. And Mutagenic Growth is what they binned last turn. So let's see what they're getting up to here. They're going to snag our Automaton. Yep. Sure. We'll block Ninja. I almost wish I could give them a juicy target with crop rotation, but that's kind of tough. So I wonder... They're basically telling us they have a hard counter here. It's not a big deal if Accomplished Automaton gets hard countered. It's really not a big deal if Wretched Griff gets hard countered. I think maybe we just jam the Griff here. And then if they do have... Yeah. Because we were trying to make our land drop too. So let's draw a card. Oh, it looks like they F6. They're way ahead on time here. I gotta remember. Yeah, they do have Spell Stutter in hand. And they're gonna hard counter, sure. We're still gonna draw a card. So let's see what we draw. Chromatic Star. I'm gonna run that out. It'll give us the opportunity to Fangren Marauder into a creature next turn. You're gonna daze it? Right on. Okay. Well, we're only playing green, so that's not a huge deal. I think they have 2 islands in hand right now. But yeah, we're getting beat down pretty hard. That is a little bit of a bummer. Because if they have another hard counter in hand, then this Fangren Marauder is just dead meat next turn. But if your opponent's got the perfects, they've just got a bunch of hard counters and Vapor Snags, they're pretty much on Mono Blue Delver. Could I have sequenced this game any better? Like, I drew Tron lands and I played big creatures, right? That's pretty much the way to go. Little awkward face touch. We can't pulse back anything and make it count. So I think we just got to jam an Automaton here. If they get another hit in with this Ninja, we're more or less dead meat. They have Spell Stutter, which isn't very good right now. We kind of have to get a Fangren Marauder out at some point soon. Kind of like to go for it next turn. Like, I kind of like to go for it after we have the Automaton out. And we only have the one, so we don't really want to play into that. So let's see if they want to counter this Automaton. Penumbra Spider are going to be sweet out of the board for this one. We will make a servo to block ye ol' Ninja. We can also block Ninja like this. They're not. Are they going to snag end of turn? Man, good deck, dude. Yeah. All right. Sounds good. So now the question is, do we take a hit from Ninja and go to 3 here? Not likely. The only accomplishing, like, potentially getting a Fangren Marauder on board. Letting them draw another card. Then we can gain life pretty easily. And start gaining life next turn and actually have a blocker. So you don't think we should go to 3? No go to the 3? Because then we're just dead, right? Pretty much. Yeah. Good enough. Ponders. Yeah, Vapor Snag pretty much hard counter against us. I shouldn't have blocked? Oh, God, no. Getting burned by the 7-second delay every second of my life. Yeah, they do probably have a counter for Pulse of Marasa. Okay, so now we have 9 mana, which means what? We can play Fangren Marauder and Pulse of Marasa in the same turn, but we can't, though. The only thing we can get back is Haunted Fengraf. I actually think we're kind of just dead here, especially if they have hard counter. Guys, I gotta stop touching my face, seriously. Well, let's run out Automaton and hope they don't have hard counter. We'll leave up Pulse for their end of turn next turn. If they just have another Vapor Snag, that's so daggers. That's the daggerest. Right. True. So I don't think they have hard counter in hand because they would have won there if they didn't. We're kind of telegraphing that we have Pulse Marasa. Okay, they're gonna snag. Okay. Well, let's think about this. I think I'm gonna pulse now. Just for information. Because if it is only Spell Stutter Sprite, then I'm not super worried about it. I go to 1, I guess, but I'll gain life off of this. If they have hard counter here, we're pretty much dead. Maybe I'm just saving myself time. That certainly wasn't a next level play. All right. I don't think they don't have hard counter, I guess is what I learned there. Who knows, man? Maybe if we can resolve this Wretched Griff, I gotta start playing faster. That's for friggin' sure. Block. Certainly don't want them drawing any more cards. Trying to find a count. I don't know. Do they have a hard counter for this Wretched Griff? Is that why? Ugh. Well, we kind of don't have a choice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we have 4 mana left. I don't even know what we're looking for here. Like we could like try to star into. I should try to figure something out for that. They can spell stutter the star, so star into Fangren Marauder isn't a winning strategy here. I think we just gotta cast Wretched Griff and hope they don't have hard counter, or hope they didn't find hard counter, unless they saw the Wretched Griff and they're holding it. If they have hard counter, what is our best play though? Nothing, because we're pretty much dead if they have hard counter. We can't make 2 plays. I guess Fierce Empath, Wretched Griff is still kind of, I think that's what it's gonna be. So let's Wretched Griff. Draw a card. They know we've got it. So we'll see if they found that hard counter. And then we'll, oh God, do they have it? Really? Is this Logic Knot for 1 million? Yeah. I'm almost willing to just scoop if they have hard counter here. Otherwise we have to count on being able to sneak in this Chromatic Star next turn. Yeah, they're delving for Logic Knot. Yeah, okay. No, we can't do that. We can draw a card here. Yeah, no, I think that's good enough for me. They're gonna do at least 3 next turn. We don't have an immediate, like, I guess we can Fierce Empath, go get another Wretched Griff, and just try to do this. Well, I guess they don't want to use any other Logic Knots. Maybe they only have 1 Logic Knot in their deck. Get a Wretched Griff. That's 2 for 1 I've got. Oh, I guess I could have gotten Wilmog's Crusher, but I still think that's a turn too slow. I have to block Delver next turn. I specifically didn't hold on, I'm sorry. When you find this message 8 seconds from now, you'll have realized that the on had not been held. So yeah, so we have to resolve Wretched Griff here or we die. More or less. Accomplished Automaton doesn't do anything. They have Spell Stutter for Chromatic Sphere. We can next level them, like get a, yeah. Okay, so let's Wretched Griff. See if they have another hard counter. Do you? Well, do ya? No, they don't. Okay. It doesn't seem like it. They're going to let us draw a card first, even if they do. Okay, so now we actually have an opportunity to stabilize. So I think I'm going to... Or do we? I'm going to Empath. And go get Crusher. I guess I could have crop rotated twice and got up to like 6 mana to play Fangard Marauder. Maybe that was correct. They're going to counter the Fierce Empath. Okay. All right, well, we can't be going and running any crop rotations into potential dazes here, so it's your turn. Oh, God. Yep. No, they had Spell Stutter for the star, but I guess I could have baited the Spell Stutter, and then they would have only had 1 mana up to, right? Yeah, so if I baited the Spell Stutter, I might have been able to resolve 2 spells that turn, resolve the Empath and the Griff, and then we would have gone to 1. They would have had hard counter in hand. That might have just been right, though. Is Electrickery a trap against Delver? Kind of is, right? I guess they have Spell Stutters and Fairy Miscreants to deal with, but I didn't see any Fairy Miscreants. Still dead to Snag? Yeah. Yeah. Welcome, JOST42. How are you tonight? So we'll bring in the Penumbra Spiders. I don't know what comes out. Like maybe Accomplished Automatons? Or Empaths even, because any of our big things are probably good enough. But Empath, I'm going to take up 1 Empath. Empath for Wretched Griff. Having 7 copies of Wretched Griff is probably fine enough. Given that we have Ancient Stirrings too. We don't want to take any of these out, actually. We don't want to make Ancient Stirrings any worse. It's better to take these out. Pulse is probably fine. And maybe we go down an Automaton for a Fangard Marauder. I feel like these go together. Alright, so maybe Ulamog's Crusher is too slow against Delver. Crop Rotation's probably pretty bad against Spell Stutter Sprite. So maybe I'll take out 1 crop rotation. We're less reliant on Tron by just like a little baby bit. So going down one of our 8 ways to go find it might be okay. I feel like part of this deck's plan is Turbo Crusher, so I also feel like part of this deck's plan is for me to play Mismatch Basics to tilt you guys out. Do you see anything else that might be good? I mean, we did see Logic Knot, but Logic Knot is bad against us usually. Pulse to counter their counter spells. What would come out for Pulse, right? This isn't a burn matchup. I'd rather have Penumbra Spiders. Just for you. The Badlands. Okay, is my game window okay? Can you guys see everything? We'd love to play first. Got to play faster as well. This looks about as bad as my last. This looks way worse, actually. This looks so bad. Mulligan. Okay. Okay, well, greedy malls lead to greedier keeps, I suppose. If we get 1 green mana, we might be in okay shape, but this is bad. This is a bad hand. We don't beat the best deck in the format with this hand. Not a chance. So let's see what 5 looks like. Yeah, I guess. Keep that and die. I don't think we can be greedy. Well, we're going to Ancient Stirrings this away anyway, but I guess we might as well leave it on top. Maybe there's a chance that there aren't any better targets. He'll go turn 1, flip Delver, hold on to Counterspell. All right, well, there's a Tron piece, so we need Power Plant. Let's grab Power Plant and put like this, like this, like this, and like this. And pass turn. All right, 2 Tron pieces and a Crusher. Putting not the Tron piece we need to the bottom. So turn 1 Delver, turn 1 Fairy. So maybe we should have brought those Electrickeries in. I don't know. I feel like Penumbra Spider is much better than Electrickery. Okay, can't daze our Chromatic Star, can you? And I'm going to sack this for green straight away because we're so far from Vanguard Marauder, and there's another Tron piece. I guess I just got punished for not playing my Tron lands first, like real bad, but we wouldn't be able to play Crusher until the following turn anyway, so. I should never be talking about Tron. Yes, we did draw it. We did draw it nicely. And opponent's leaving up hard counter. No, they're not. They're ninjaing. This is like the best common. It's going to be very hard to beat. What's your paper about? How are you coming along with your paper? Oh, we didn't play around days. Oh, that's okay. Hashtag magic problems. There's Fierce Empath. They don't have days, I don't think, because that was like the greediest playing into days ever. Shouts out to that guy that showed up on my last Net Benefits series and said that they cringe out so hard about my misplays. Did you feel that, not playing around days, person out there? Bet you're into that. Bet you like that. Did you like that? All right, so they are aware that we are on the Tron turn next turn. Retrogriff costs 3 if we have Fierce Empath on the battlefield. Right? Because it's a merge 6. So we can go Tron land, and do we make them have it? Do we make them have hard counter here? Let's not. Let's Fierce Empath or Retrogriff. It's typed and finished and all. I just have to go back and clean up the words. That's the hardest thing to do when you're not paying attention, man. Good luck, have fun. They're gonna let Empath resolve. Okay, cool. So this is a little riskier considering. We could just get another Crusher and jam Crushers for the next 2 turns, but I don't really know. I feel like Retrogriff is much better against this deck, and we're gonna get the value off of it straight away. So let's sacrifice this creature, pay blue, and 2. Draw a card off of Retrogriff. See if they have the hard counter. Looks like they don't. We draw another Tron piece. Let's play a Chromatic Star. See if they want to spell stutter it. Yes. Okay. No problem. All right, your turn. It's going to be real hard to run Delver out of resources, especially since they've had Ninja active for the last couple of turns, but we were kind of lucky being able to resolve this at all. Their Vapor Snags basically turn into just superstars against us. Ponder, ponderous things. It's funny how like drained I get like after I wrote that, did that album last month. It's just an irresponsible amount of stuff to do in a short amount of time. Not to say that I have so much creative energy that it drained me, you know. I guess it's probably more of a fact that I don't have a ton and it was draining to get it all out there. So I hope my opponent's just on all dirtily creatures and I can resolve this with Ulamog's Crusher. You used to play a Fairy Miscreant or like Ninja in a Ninja or something this turn and just go shields down so that I can resolve this Ulamog's Crusher and win this game. Because that would be rad. Did I ever tell you guys about the time that I almost killed an Ulamog's Crusher with a whatchamacallit? Dream Spoiler Witch? It was great. Opponent's gonna get in. They're not. Opponent's got a hard counter. Well, hopefully we just keep running into fatties. All right, so let's play out this sphere. Because we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 otherwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we'll still be able to sphere with Days backup. So let's see if they wanna spell stutter this. And then we'll sneak this Ulamog's Crusher in. Okay, cool. No big. Yeah. Get crushed, son. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power on board, so they can't profitably block Ulamog's Crusher at all. I don't think it's time to start getting aggressive with a Wretched Griff. Did you check the video I posted in the music chat on Discord? Oh no, you did mention you were working on a new tune. I'm really sorry I didn't. That's lazy on my part. Totally my bad. They're gonna ponder. We're on 10 minutes here. Let's F6. Just having such a good time hanging out with you guys here tonight. And I'm trying to think through my plays way more than I should be, considering. This is just a big dirtily ramp deck. And we ramp and we win, and that's how we do it. Winning the next game in 10 minutes. Not looking incredibly likely. But we might be able to win this game. Unless that was a Vapor Snag on top of their deck. You don't speak English? Oh no, Japanese. Well, I didn't say that. See what our opponent wants to do. They're not going to do anything. Okay, well, let's see if Ancient Stirrings finds us anything that changes our line of play for this turn. It finds us an Expedition map, puts a Penumbra Spider to the bottom, which really sucks. We just basically have to play a lot faster. So let's go attacking with the Crusher first, see how that plays out for them. And we're never giving them an opportunity to get in with this Ninja again, if we can avoid it. I'm gonna sack some Miscreants. Sure. Gonna take 8. Let's just like keep this Crusher around for the rest of the game. Play map. And I wish I had like a... Probably isn't the greatest time to look at all the fun of lands in here. Maybe we get Haunted Fengraf, get back Fierce Empath. Yeah, let's get Haunted Fengraf. And pass the turn. I probably should have saved my land drop for that, huh? Whoopsies. Sometimes you only have 10 minutes left and you're gonna win with a Tron deck. Because that would have been nuts. I could have like got out another Wretched Griff last turn. That was a pretty huge punt, honestly. That would have been sweet. That was so dumb. Yes, Duck Queen, yes. Okay, that was pretty bad. That was really bad that I made my land drop last turn. I guess when you play a deck with a bunch of lands in it, you don't think that you probably shouldn't make your land drops. Let's play Haunted Fengraf. Let's not sack Fengraf just yet. Let's go to combat first. And maybe they're thinking about what I can do with Haunted Fengraf. Okay, they're going to Vapor Snag Crusher. Yep. Go to combat. And we'll swing with Griff. Because they're at 12. Okay, let's sack Fengraf. Get back Fierce Empath. Play Fierce Empath. Spell Stutter. Oh, Spell Stutter is so bad here. What was I thinking? And if it's not Spell Stutter, then it's good, but we've already seen 2. No, this is Vapor Snag, or this is Logic Knot. So I wonder if they just have a bunch of more counter magic. AMDM, I don't know what Duck Queen means, but I feel like you're trying to trick me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can't pay for that. We won't. All right, so you're gonna get to draw a card off your ninja. That's pretty good for you, actually. Yikes. Because they're on a 4-turn clock, so I thought I was going to resolve a creature there. And I'm very low on time, so trying to like close this game out right now is crucial to me. Even letting them draw a card here. And it also incentivizes them to use some of their interaction, like so that we can resolve this Crusher again. If they were bouncing our Crusher, then they must have had some kind of counter magic in hand. And I figured I wanted to try to mitigate that. Like if I could even run a Wretched Gryph into a counterspell, I'd be okay. Also, I was trying to be cute. And it didn't work out. So they have to have hard counter in hand to deal with this Crusher. And so long as they didn't find one in their top, I don't know, 7 cards or whatever, then I should be okay. Oh, did they really? Oh my goodness. Limelight, where were you? All right, so they do have the counter in hand. You're right. This is what happens. This is what happens. You go on stream, you stop paying attention. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm sorry, Limelight. All right, so we'll Fierce Empath, see if they want to waste their counterspell on it. They know we have Crusher in hand. If they don't want to, we can Wretched Gryph for a bit more value. But the game going this long doesn't benefit us at all. Okay, well now we have a blocker for Ninja anyway. That's good. We do not, however, have a blocker for their Delver. We can cast this for 3. They have counter in hand. So it's the best thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. So we're 1 mana short of casting both spells, which really sucks. Yeah, so I think we just run our we attack. And if they want to counter this Wretched Gryph, then at least we can block their ninja with Fierce Empath. If they want to Vapor Snag or Fierce Empath or a Wretched Gryph, then so be it. MTG bot found me. So I'm going to Vapor Snag Wretched Gryph, counter magic up. Okay, so let's try to... Oh my god, if they have like Daze and... Look. Okay, so let's tap this for blue and emerge Wretched Gryph off of Fierce Empath. Draw a card. See if they want to counter this one, and then we can still hardcast this one. And if they don't have like counterspell Daze in hand, that'd be pretty sweet if they did, but I hope they don't. Okay, we found Chromatic Star, so let's pray the Daze away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't have it. No Daze. One time. Okay, sweet. And we still get to make our land drop. We already made our land drop. Moving on. Opponents at 9. We essentially just ran them out of a couple of interactive spells. This is kind of how that went. So I feel like they're looking for more vapors. We're on 7 minutes. Like I don't see this going well for us regardless. Unless I can play just like ultra fast somehow. What could they have? Like, oh, okay. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good game, Stelver. All right, so we have a Tron piece and we have a land. We've got some tutors for big stuff when we want that. We have a way to find more Tron pieces. I think this is a good hand. Let's keep it. Thanks, Matt. I'm getting better, I think. Go into the zone. Good luck in the zone, man. You'll be so strong when you return. Opponent, probing. We're playing against Tireless Tribe. Will they have the turn 2 kill? My Tireless Tribe opponents love having the turn 2 kill. But this deck was in a top 8 of a ton of Delver, and there was a Tribe deck in there. Blue-red Delver. I think there was a mono blue in there. I'm not sure. I know Stompy won. So I figure it's got to have like somewhat decent matchups against those decks, but I don't know. I can't really play music. I did try once. At least play with Ash Barons. It's Tree of Tales, Ancient Stirrings. We're closer to Wretched Griff than anything else, but we're still Expedition map. I think it's just map because we have Fangrid Marauder. Like, we just got to get Tron together. We've got lots to do once we do have Tron. So we can get map. And we'll put the big guys on the top of the bottom, I guess. Yes, I'm sorry for not playing your tune. I tried to play a song, I think, for the Maverick Girl when I did really well with elves that time, and then all right, opponent's just on the Ash Barons Go plan. Well, I can handle that. I can dig that. Okay, so we'll play out a power plant for one reason or another. Play out this, tapping our mana probably incorrectly, but it is what it is. All right, opponent, did you find a land drop? I think this is Tireless Tribe. Reason to believe. Okay, well, there's the rest of Tron. So what do we want to do over the next couple of turns? We can sack this and just play out a tower this turn, and then next turn we'll be on 8 mana, but does that really change anything? Not really. We could Fierce Empath to tutor this turn, and then get Tron online next turn for 2 mana. Would leave us with 6 mana to cast a Fangrid Marauder, and we'd have another card in our hand to cast. I think that's what I want to do. Wait, no, hold on. No, we'd only have 5 mana if I did that. So if I played this land, played out Fierce Empath, next turn, tap 2 to sack this, play tower, I'd only have 4 mana left. So there's no reason. My next turn can't be any more sweet than just getting tower and playing it. Okay, go. And it's not even going to be too nuts. It's just going to be like Fangrid Marauder. Oh, cool. Well, that's pretty nuts. I just won. Didn't even have to make it to that next turn I thought so much about. My opponent, even in losing, manages to administer the rub-ins. So this is Tireless Tribe. Let's bring in Relic of Progenites's. And like leaving up Electrickery is probably fine. Bazooka Bog's good. It's tough though. It's tough. Sideboarding is Tireless Trap. This is probably where I fail the most when I net deck, is in the sideboard, because when I build my own decks, I can build my own sideboard and I kind of know what's going on. And janky decks just have so many weaknesses. It's like, oh, these cards come in here for this reason. The only other deck I could even think of it being is some kind of like blue-red blitz deck that's playing Ash Barons instead of Evolving Wilds, I guess. But I don't think that many of them do that. It's tough. I think these are the 3 cards that come in. And I think our Colony Guard, well, no, having a blocker early is probably important. I think 1 Fengraf comes out for Bazooka Bog. And go down. Like, what's too slow? Maybe even Fangrid Marauder. No, Fangrid Marauder is probably okay. I'm going to take out 1 Fierce Empath because I think we have just a couple too many. And I might take out 1 Accomplished Automaton. I feel like all the late game this deck has is what makes it so good, though. But yeah, against Tribe, I think just tapping out, having this get countered, probably not great. So I'm going to take out Accomplished Automaton. Just a little less top end for a little bit more grind. We'll submit. It's Tribe time. I'm banking on this being Tribe because I sideboarded pretty heavily for Tribe. Wow, 1 landers all night, huh? Did this guy or girl cheat on their mana base real good? We have one of our sideboard cards, but this is just kind of bad. We don't ever find a green source or Tron. We're not like, we don't have anything in our hand. We can't cast any of these spells. We can cast Relic, which kind of doesn't matter. Oh, wow, sweet. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, sure. Tron land on top. Scent of Cinder. I've never heard of that card before. I'm going to bottom crop rotation because we don't exactly have a lot of lands to be sacrificing. What is Scent of Cinder? I like that name a lot. What do they have? What if they have like Spell Pierce? I don't know. They probably don't. Or not Spell Pierce. Is that what it is? Force Spike. What is Scent of Cinder? Hold up. Yeah, cool. Any number of red cards in your hand deals X to target creature or player. X is the number of cards. I don't know. I think Burn is top decking the win a lot of the time. There are games where they're like sandbagging one or two creatures, but I think that would be more often like one red. What is the tribe? Okay. I think that would more often be just 2 mana deal 2. Did I not bottom this? We're dead. P.S. We're dead. Maybe I should just put the Bazooka Bog in sideboard every time. Here we go, guys. About to get memed. Yeah. Brainstorms. Card advantage. Deck. It must have been sweet, like playing against Helutech while he was on this deck. Thank you very much for the follow, Dogan the Siege Doge. Welcome to the stream. This is Net Benefits, where I try to net deck in Pauper, and the decks are really hard to play, and I usually do badly. As opposed to my other series where I build the decks and do badly. Gonna let my opponent meme us here. And even though it's not, this is a real deck. A very real deck. Come on, misclick. Hit us for a bunch, though. Yeah, go all the way. Go all the way. Okay, I guess they're not. But GG's tribe. I bet it blows your mind the first time you like inside out a Tireless tribe, and why isn't this Moments Piece in my deck? Oh god, yeah, I don't know what we take out, like Pulse Marasa? But no, Incidental Life Gain is probably good enough. Yeah, Moments Piece. Would have been pretty rad there if I didn't mulligan to 5 and miss lands for 2 turns. Thinking maybe of just bringing another land in or something. I don't know. Bringing this Haunted Fengraph back in and going down a couple cards. I feel like... I don't know. I feel like maybe going down this Automaton, just keeping Griffs and Crushers. I feel like once one of those is resolved, it should go a long way in finishing the game. This will buy us the couple turns we need to build up our mana and actually cast one. Maybe Electrickery is fine, but we were in no position to cast it last game, so I just don't think that's good. Okay. On the play this time. Oh, we have lands. Okay, keep it. Keep it. Don't look a Gift Horse in the gullet. Is that how that one goes? That's not how that one goes, is it? God, I haven't heard that one before, I don't think. It's just came to me. All right, Chromatic Star. And we will start trying to do powerful things with Ancient Stirrings and Crop Rotation. This one a Pro Tour, guys, like just that. Very recently. Still hot off the Pro Tour here in my hand. Turn 1 Guru-Taxian Probe, seeing if they can protect their Tireless tribe. That or they kept a bad hand again. Right, don't look a Gift Horse in the mouth. Why wouldn't you do that? What's wrong with horse mouths? I'm skeptical. Skeptical of this saying. You can tell how old a horse is by looking at its teeth. Oh, yeah, I'm not a horse, so I'm good. It's going straight over my head, man. Doing my best, though. Colony Garden. Oh my goodness, a blocker. We don't need a next turn, so I think we sack this for green mana. Draw card. Get a little bit more information. Some more green mana. Untapped green mana. So we could Colony Garden, get the token, crop rotate for, I think we Ancient Stirrings first. Here's Tower. Okay, we only need one more piece. So there's a Crusher there too, though. Pretty far from casting a Crusher. Okay, let's get Tower. Is this going to be the game where we get Tron and we just have nothing to do with it? Horse facts. Face. Horse face. I might play play Tron land. Play Chromatic Sphere. Last turn. So next turn is going to be Prophetic Prism, potentially crop rotate for another Tron land that we need. Our turn. Crusher. Opponent about to get crushed. Okay, so if we play Forest, I kind of would rather sack this to pulse it back later. We can't Crusher this turn regardless. But if we play this, we can rotate and Prism. We can do both of those things. Okay, so I'm going to draw a card off of this Chromatic Sphere, because I feel like that's where this turn's going anyway. Okay, we found another crop rotation. So I can't play Prophetic Prism and a tap land here and still crop rotate. And if I crop rotate into Tron, I might be able to play a Fierce Empath. Okay, so I'm going to Colony Garden, get the token. And crop rotation. God, don't have anything. Okay, good. So we need mine. Get mine. Tap it for 2. Play Prophetic Prism. Hopefully draw like a Fierce Empath or something. Well, this is good too. Play Expedition Map. And we'll sack Expedition Map. And what do we get? Like Haunted Fengraph? Maybe just another tower? We don't need jillions of mana. Let's get Bojuka Bog. And then nuke their graveyard next turn so that we can sneak something through. So if they play Tribe next turn, which they probably will, they're going to be able to play Tribe and leave up Circular Logic. But I guess Circular Logic plays around everything that isn't crop rotation anyway. So we'll leave up crop rotation for Bojuka Bog. So we don't want to get Bojuka Bog out of our deck. Let's just get billions of mana instead. Okay, go ahead. Ooh, risky times. Yeah, so they're gonna play Tribe, leaving up Circular Logic backup. They have 2 Circular Logics, we could be in trouble. Yeah, so this leads me to believe there might be 2 Circular Logics in our future, but well, I guess not. Okay, they're gonna cycle a Shadow Rift. Sure. And what's this? Augur? AKA We Resolve. Oh, they're just gonna cycle an Inside Out. Oh, it kills her token. Brutal. Savage beats. The concept is that someone gifts you a horse, it is rude to look at its teeth because they could be gifting you an older horse. It's an old-timey thing. Well, that's nice. That's nice. I'd be fine with an older horse, you know. Older horses need love too. All right, let's crush, gang. Let's do crush things. Leaving up crop rotation for... No, they're going to brainstorm for Bojuka Bog, but it's kind of irrelevant, I guess, at this point. We could get Fengraph, but we can't activate it. It's not really... It doesn't really matter. I don't think they just have hard removal anyway. They might have Journey to Nowhere. I haven't looked at a tribal list in a little while. You're actually supposed to look at deck lists if you're going to be half decent at Magic. It is part of the game. It is, you know, being knowledgeable of the meta and whatnot. That's why I'm doing this. So that I don't get completely face rolled tomorrow night when I don't realize what decks are out there. Alright, what's this? More cycling. Ponders. Damn, it feels good to be a ponder. they have mismatch ponders? No. Okay. I think our mono blue Delver opponent might have had mismatch ponders. Because they'll have to let me know. Oh dear, my bit goal. It messed up. I'm just gonna get rid of that. Probes. Old horses are a good time. Storms. I guess tonight was the night where my like overlay ate itself. Because like Dolgen the Siege Doge has like a slightly higher character username than I'm ready to and then I'm equipped for. I feel pretty okay now that we have the flat has sent me a message. Unbelievable. Well, dude. Playing kind of a combo deck, you know, it's gonna happen. But I'm gonna I don't mean to make people salty by not answering them, but I'm I'm streaming right now. If I interact with you, there's a chance that something could go badly. So I don't want that to happen. All right, let's stir anciently. See if we can't find some more. Oh my god, the clicking has to stop. All right, let's get another crusher. I don't know that they'll. It doesn't say that I have any dropped frames. Oh, we won. Okay, sweet. Oh no! You can ghost if you want. I usually lose to myself. They'll be like, Kek is an Egyptian deity of chaos. That's pretty cool, actually. You should try the zombie deck I posted in the deck list tab sometime. I was thinking about that, considering I don't know, considering what? Considering I'm like off of new cards for the next like little while, and that is a sweet brew. Okay, I'm gonna keep. Decks out for Harambe. My face when Gorilla Shaman actually does a pretty great Harambe impression. And how for a little while it was almost appropriate to Harambe your opponents. And then did it get overplayed? When did Harambe stop being cool? I don't get out much. This is Proteus, by the way. He's the one that's doing the that does, I think it's a he, I shouldn't say, but they're responsible for like the challenge data that goes into the Discord. And yeah, they're great. They're just one of the really nice people that are genuinely in it for a sense of community. Oh my god. More Delver. Okay, well, we got to get natural Tron. Just like we could aggressively crop rotate, but they could still have days. So I am just going to try to resolve this chromatic star, and it resolves. Okay, sweet. Oh, and it doesn't have days. We figured it out. And I've got Scred. Scred's really good. Just read the card Shared Fate. And no, I played that deck at an SCG regional event. What do I have an upkeep stop on? Bulgir. God knows Proteus is going to play at lightning speed. I like it better when I play against real players and I don't know who they are. Okay, so we can crop rotate around days here, which is fine. We don't have any 2-mana plays. We don't want them to be able to hard counter our crop rotation. We'll still be able to resolve a Fierce Empath next turn and then sack it to Retrogryph the following turn, which doesn't seem sweet, but provided they're not leaving up hard counter here, I think this is probably just the best way to go about this. Yeah, because we can't crop rotate the next one, so... Or... Yeah, we're gonna need this for blue mana. So let's go get a Tron land. While they're tapped out. So we have tower in play, right? God, mouse, what are you doing? This is how you get me to choose the wrong land, and then I never live it down. Okay, let's power plant. 2 mana up. No reason to be digging or anything. We'll just pass. Prophetic Prism would have been sweet there. All right, let's see. Let's see if they get the flip. Italian Anon wishes he had the chance to attend SCG stuff. Coverage team is cool. Yeah, the coverage team at the European events is pretty sweet. The coverage team at the SCG events are also sweet. I was thinking of the GPs. Sorry, I saw Italian. Got tilted for a sec. Oh, here comes the red man. Here comes that red man. Trouble time. Trouble in the Windy City. Yikes. Oh, it's exclamation point card share. Yeah, I got you. I got you. This should work. Sweet. We should just F6, I think. Yup. Okay, they're down to 2 cards in hand. That's pretty good considering. Honestly, quite unlucky. And if we draw Tron here, then I'm just the luckiest boy. Okay, we didn't. Well. All right, let's empath. And I don't know what we search up. Probably Crusher, I guess. Are they on Mono Blue Delver with Snow Islands? Maybe Marauder? Oh, we already have one of those. I think I might just get Crusher because we have 2 Griffs. But I think maybe multiple Marauders is good here. Maybe an Accomplished Automaton to go with our Marauders. More Wretched Griffs can't be too bad. It's going to give them some information as to what's already in our hand. We're pretty far away from everything else. Let's... You could try to like fake them out. I guess if I went Crusher, they wouldn't assume that we have Griff in hand. I'm going to go with Crusher because they might not assume we have Griff in hand and they might tap out of hard counter next turn. And then that'll allow us to resolve this Wretched Griff by sacking this Fierce Empath, which would be pretty key because they're going to flip this Delver here. Hey, MG4, what's up, man? We're on the Tron tonight. Ah, crap. Don't bolt the baby. Don't I need this? How you making out, MG4? Welcome to the stream. Welcome back. Thank you for continuing to be a fan of mine despite my flakiness and sending you the cards I said I was going to send you like basically 100 years ago. All right, we're going to resolve a Wretched Griff. No, we're not. Thinking about Endless Horizons to take my lands out of my deck. Okay, so maybe they're thinking about Wretched Griff. Let's run out this star and see if they want to counter it with a Spell Stutter. I'm fairly certain they wouldn't make that play unless they had hard counter in hand. Okay, good. Okay, let's sack this for blue. Draw a card. And Wretched Griff with a merge, sacking Fierce Empath. Draw a card. Ancient Stirrings. Game. Okay, guys, we just got to get Tron now. Everything will be fine if we get Tron. They've got that Bolt in hand. I wonder if they don't have their red mana, so we can safely block this. Unless they, like, for one reason or another have, like, Piracy Charm, but don't feel like that's logical. I wonder if we just, like, end of turn get back Forest here? Or do we, like... That puts us a lot closer to this Fangren Marauder, which would be a good play. We end up not doing anything this turn. But if they're leaving counter magic up here, then that's pretty good against this Ancient Stirrings. We're also going to miss a land drop. They don't have hard counter in hand. They might. We could also sack this, but get it back. Sure. At the very least, they have Spell Stutter. I feel like this is open to too much stuff. So I'm just going to pulse back Fierce Empath next turn. Let's see. Beginning of combat. Will they react to anything? I just got wigged out. I saw in my preview window in OBS, I saw my mouse moving. I was like, it's a ghost. What is that? I'm not picking my bum, I promise. I'm just taking my wallet out of my pants. Now you all know the secret location of my wallet. We could try to... No, Pulse doesn't play around anything here either. I feel like passing the turn without playing Stirrings is bad. I feel like we should force them to use their Spell Stutter Sprite, because then we have a chance of resolving this Pulse Marasa, but actually doing it on their turn is probably better. I'm going to do it on their turn. Or if they're going to stutter there, then I would have done it. We got to get the face touch count going soon, team. Okay, let's pulse back. Fierce Empath, Forest. Let's try to get a Forest. We have lots of big stuff in our hand. Yeah. I feel like we got to get the pressure on here soon, so we should just try to start hitting our land drops. They're not in trouble for, like, unless we hit Tron next turn, they're not in a lot of trouble for letting us resolve anything. They're going to let us take it, gain some life. Okay, there's map. Okay, well, let's run a map into a counter. Or should be Ancient Stirrings. Yeah, let's try to Ancient Stirrings, because otherwise we might be able to resolve map. And both of these things are ways that we can get up to Tron mana. Yeah. So I'm assuming this is the Sprite. Sure. Oh, could they have two? I really wish this deck had Rolling Thunder. Okay. Expedition map. Do you have another Spell Stutter? It resolves. Okay. So let's go get a mine. Make sure I don't click the wrong one. We already have Power Plant, right? We have Power Plant. We have Tower. We'll go get Mine. We did it. Okay, play a Mine and just pass the turn. Not a super productive turn, but next turn we're going to be able to maybe squeak out a Crusher, or we can just start playing Wretched Gryphs and getting in. Marauder plus a couple of artifacts. We've gone through a fair number of eggs so far. You guys aren't receiving a high-pitched ringing noise right now, are you? I did get the last Tron land. Are you guys hearing it? There's no high-pitched ringing noise? Okay. I'm just going deaf. It's fine. So they finally found their red mana for their lightning bolts. And if they have hard counters for Wretched Gryphs here, I'm not super worried about it, I guess. So we'll start attacking. Because we can't just sit here and stare at each other all night. We're going to take 3. Yep. And we're going to try to resolve another Wretched Gryph. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Draw a card. It's a tower. Did I play my land for turn? I didn't. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana left over. Can't do anything with that 5 mana, which kind of sucks, but... can I? 3, no, I can't. So I could sack Fengraf, I guess, but... Fierce Empath gets back a Crusher. We probably want... Oh, Zerlik. Sorry, my dude. I feel like Wretched Gryph would have eaten a hard counter there. But they know we have Crusher in hand, so maybe they're holding it. Am I next leveling someone somehow? So they're going to trade Lightning Bolt and another card for Retrogriff when we block whatever we block. Just like, okay. Oh, they're just going to scred it. Okay, that's cool. Right on. So I'm fine getting back Griff or... yuck, that's a lot of damage. I'm fine getting back Griff or Empath with this Fengraph here. I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mana. Possibly 13 mana. Because you can sack it to... I don't think I'm going to fire off this Fengraph yet. There's another Empath. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's try to play 2 Marauders. Play a Forest. Or let's try to run a Retrogriff into a counterspell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, see if they have a counter. You'd rather this get countered than anything else in our whole deck. It's going to draw a card. Power Plant. Cool. And Fangren Marauder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And pass the turn. Go to attacks. Attack. Okay. Guys, are we okay? Are we going to be okay? And yes, Tree of Tails is for the Fangren Marauder trigger when you sacrifice. So they're trying to trade a fairy for a Retrogriff here, and they're probably trying to get a ninja down as well. So I'm going to block... I guess it doesn't matter that much. I just take 3 here. Because they're going to get a ninja down anyway. Yeah, I'm going to take 3. Rather than trade my threat for a lightning bolt. This probably is ninja, though. Not ninja? Okay, well, that's good. We just need a couple artifacts. Stay alive here. Okay, so... all they have to do is not attack with Augur of Bolas, though. But I guess we could just suicide little artifact dudes in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 mana. So we can Empath and resolve... well, let's go to combat first. See if they want to get defensive with this Delver. We can't swing with everything. So let's swing with 1 Griff, Marauder. Maybe they'll get that Lightning Bolt out of their hand and it'll let us... it'll let us start resolving some more spells. They're just going to take it. Okay. All right, so we will Empath. And I think we're getting Automaton here. Yes. Unless we're just dead on board to Scred. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. I guess we're dead to Scred Bolt. Yuck. Get Automaton. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Way more mana than I thought it was. Play Automaton. Maybe this will lead a counterspell. I feel like they must have like 2 removal spells in hand or something. We will make a servo. And then run out Empath. Get another Automaton. And hopefully don't die next turn. I don't have any blue mana to sacrifice it. Yeah, because we don't have any more blue mana to do that. I wish I could though. That would be rad. Oh, is this Bolting my face. We're going to take 1, 2, 3. Oh, do they have Scred for Retrogryph? Ugh! It was Bolt Scred the whole time. Oh, there's no way out of that. GG. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I guess they could have attacked, like, we could have blocked like this or something, but... yeah, that's it. Good plays on them. I'm definitely not as good of a player as Proteus. I would definitely give that to them. Okay, so Penumbra Spiders come in. Electrickeries are probably okay. They would have been pretty sweet there. I don't feel like their Hydroblasts come in against us, so we might be able to surprise them with that one. So Penumbras and Electrickeries in. I feel like we go down 1 Fear. We're Fierce Empath flooded. So I feel like we go down a couple of Fierce Empaths. Automaton. But what are we doing if we're not casting huge creatures, right? What does this stuff sure us up against? I guess we take out Pulses, but a Pulse is kind of good against Counterspell. So is Haunted Fengraph. So is nothing else in our deck. So I feel like maybe we want some number of Pulse Morasas. I feel like because we can tutor up Automaton, maybe we go down one of those. Down to 1 for when we want it, if we even ever want it. Yeah, maybe we go down both Automatons. Okay. Let's go Mono Green Tron. Oh, I feel like it was close. But I shouldn't have attacked with the Retrogryph. I don't feel like, I feel like if you just gave them enough time, they would just, oh man, these hands are so good. How could I ever ship hands this good? Land, Chromatic Sphere. And we're going to start stirring so that when we actually get our expedition map going, we know what we're looking for. Mostly kept on the back of the Electrickery, even though, like, I feel like this deck could use like 1 Painted Bluffs or something. I'm playing really slow, so that means I must be playing super well. Sapphire Green, draw card. There's a Tron land. Okay, let's Ancient Stirrings. And we're going to want to resolve Expedition Map here before they have the opportunity to... Okay, we'll get mine. So we're on our way. On our way. Okay, play tower, map, and pass the turn. We don't have any finishers, though. Oh, is this Daze? Is this blue-red with Daze? Don't. Oh, what? Since when does Scred Delver run Daze? Oh my god, the daggers. That was vicious. Okay. God. Let's play our Tron land, play Chromatic Star, sack Chromatic Star for green. Draw a card. Let's Ancient Stirrings again. Try to find that Tron land. We found a mine. We're missing Power Plant. I guess we have Expedition Map. Like, could they have another Daze? Maybe we just take Griff here. But, like, we're like 100 years away from casting Griff. Okay, don't have another Daze, though. That isn't cool. We did get got, though. Got big time. Oh, man. Daze in that Expedition Map. I'll remember that for every time I'm playing against Tron. I will remember the day my Expedition Map got dazed and how bad that hurt. I will rue the day another daze crosses my path. Opponent choosing this turn to fix their mana, as we're not going to be on very much next turn. All right, so let's do this. Sack this. We get Power Plant. Power Plant. But as small as it can be. Play Power Plant, play Prophetic Prism. Draw a card. Another Pulse. We can Pulse something back. We can Pulse nothing back. We can Pulse something to their hand if it becomes dire. We know they have Counterspell in hand, so it's looking a little tough here in the Delver matchup. Proteus giving us the luxury of playing very quickly. And they're just going to pass Counterspell mana up. We do have Tron. Will you counter our Chromatic Star? I wonder. No. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave that there, but we're just like super dead. Because we might want to overload this at some point. Or is this just one red overload? Yeah. Okay, let's sack this for green. Ancient Stirrings, I guess? Good enough? You want to counter Ancient Stirrings? I don't feel like you counter the draw spell. I feel like you counter... Oh, they could Spell Stutter here? But we've left up Electrickery. Yeah. Oh, just more mana. Rad. A bunch of these cards that we can't pick. Alright, well, I guess we get Tower, because we're not that choked on mana. Bye-bye, green cards. All of the threats we can't get. We'll pass. You're up there, opponent. Spell Stutter, okay. Sure. Yay. Coming in for 4. Yep. Hopefully we find a threat soon. Like anything. Well, there's a Griff, which is pretty good against Counterspell. So let's Wretched Griff. Draws a card on the stack. They know I'm not a super deliberate player, so yeah, so I shouldn't have any tricks up my sleeve here. We draw another Griff, which is pretty sweet. We have 1, 2, 3 mana. All right, so I think we just use this extra mana while they're down and while they can't daze us to pulse back a Wretched Griff, gain some life, play out Tree of Tales for when that matters, and pass turn. I should have used this and left up Electrickery, but it is what it is. They still have 7 cards in hand. And I'm at 9 minutes. When did I get so slow at playing? Tron has all this mana, all this stuff to do. I guess Proteus is a very quick player too. Okay. Ninja? Can your shields down? No. They will not down the shields. They are going to augur. Okay, we're just going to have to resolve 100 Wretched Griffs. Streaming and talking always takes up a surprising amount of time. It's true. Oh, that was a good gush. We got Wretched Griff, or we got Ulamog's Crusher. Ooh. Alright, here comes the daddy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're on 1 land. And 1, 2, 3, 4. We only have 5 mana otherwise. I don't know that I'll have a better time to snap off a an Electrickery. Let's do it. Yeah, because once I have 2 mana again, then that might not be an option. Okay, go ahead. because this will make their spell stutters a little bit worse against our pulses. For when we can Pulse of Marasa. We're gonna get him for 3. Yep. If they've left up hard counter, it gives us a target for Pulse, which is nice. There's another Electrickery. Let's Griff pre-combat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 minutes on the clock. Very slowly going. All right, they are going to counter, sure. We're going to draw a card. We find a mine, so let's pulse back Wretched Griff. Or actually, we don't have to do that right now. So if we play mine, that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more mana. I think, yeah, let's go to combat with Crusher. They're having to sack both of their creatures or both of their lands. We'll see how they feel about one of those two things. If it's both lands, then we'll Griff. If it's both creatures, then we'll leave a Pulse to tie them up next turn. Man, MTG bot. You're behind, friend. All right, cool, 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 cool. So let's just hardcast this Griff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they can't daze it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. I don't know what they could have to interrupt this. Yeah. All right, go ahead. Your turn. And hopefully I can win the next game in 7 minutes. If I do win this game. I'm not saying that I will. No, we did. Okay, cool. All right, guys, let's get in this zone. Let's get in the focus zone. Let's get in the stop looking like a goof in front of Proteus zone. All right. Well, that seemed to do pretty okay. There wasn't a ton of threats. That was the issue. Creature card with converted mana cost 6 or greater. So this gets Vanguard Marauders too, which I feel like is okay in this matchup. Yikes. Reap and Sow, kill those red lands. They only have 2 mountains. Doesn't seem terrible. But Penumbra Spider is definitely a lot better. I don't think we have a lot of flex slots. Do you think Moment's Peace is worth it? What do you guys think? Just get my face touch equity in, you know? Do you think we should peace? Do you think we should peace? Just a moment, though. Not a lot. Just only a bit of peace. Because otherwise we're battling. We're fighting. Yeah, me neither. I feel like we're tight on it now. I feel like it would be Pulse or Electrickery. I feel like we want both of those things considering this build. Let's just go. Let's just go, guys. With only 7 minutes. Yeah, you're right. Okay, guys, fast time. Fast time play. Fast time play. Timing out with Tron. GG's. Keep it. Looks good. Stirrings. Crop rotation. Snap it off. Jam. Okay, we can't crop rotate turn 1 because of days. So we will Ancient Stirrings try to bait it out. Or just play the long game, I guess. We're not really in any kind of position to do that. We want to get rid of all those counterspells before turn 2 when we try to Prophetic Prism. Send what back? Oh my goodness. Risk the crop? No way. The days? Not a chance. All right, we found a ton of targets, but let's just get a Tron land and keep moving. Keep moving. These would be great with a Vanguard Marauder later on, but they're fine now too. Don't feel like they have a daze. I feel like there's some F6ing happening. I'm going to preordain. And we'll crop rotate our 1 forest on their end step. Resolve a Prophetic Prism on the following turn. There's this tower. Play Expedition Map. Pass turn. On that Turbotron plan. That might have been incorrect. Because now they can leave up Spellstutter Sprite. Well, they're not going to leave up Spellstutter Sprite. by the look. Unless they hit another land drop here. They could see crop rotation coming. Oh, okay. Well, we gotta see if they're gonna have days or not. Please don't. Okay, it looks like they don't. We will get power plant because we don't have it. Augur resolves. Having a look at some curds. I watched a lot of anime for a while. Like, I don't know what's up with me. Like, I get into it seasonally and then just fall out of love with it again for some amount of time. All right, guys, I gotta play so fast. Excuse me for being a real bad uninteractive streamer for a minute. I think we're only in match 3. This is one of the longer ones. Okay, we're gonna have Tron. Let's do it. Will it be worth it? Don't get the wrong card. There's one thing I should take my time doing. It's picking this Urza's Mine because we have Urza's power plant. Urza's tower. Mine. Play the mine. Tap the mine. Play the prism. Pass the turn. All right, guys. We gotta draw super well from here on in, and we'll be okay. I guess Empath helps us a bit there. We can Empath into Retrogryph next turn if they tap really low. I feel like they only have Spell Stutter Sprite. Or Scrud. They probably have Scrud. I know, back when I was into it, I was really into Shokugeki no Soma. I got like sideswiped by a couple of Magical Girl animes I didn't think I'd like, and then I was just like, whoa, this is weird. A weird feeling. Just suddenly, all these emotions welling up inside me. All right, so let's Empath, see if they feel like countering it. If this is, no, Spell Stutter Sprite doesn't do it. There isn't any 5-mana plays that they care about, so I doubt this eats a counter. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get a Fangren Marauder, and I'm going to try to bait out a Spell Starter with this Chromatic Star. With these Chromatic Stars. Yes, uses ability. I think I should get Crusher. Or do I get Marauder? I think I should get Crusher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I'm going to get Marauder. I'm going to get Marauder. And try to play a couple Chromatic Stars. Let them think about it. Chromatic Star. Pass turn. Go ahead. Not going to do any risky flashing. I don't think I've ever heard of that one. I will block. No, I won't. Are they going to ninja this, though? That's pretty bad if they do. They will not ninja. I'm going to play another Augur, though. You haven't revealed any counter magic yet? I'm on 5 minutes. Oh my god. I'm here trying to get anime recommendations. Got like no time left. Okay, turn comes back. We get crop rotation. Okay, Fangren Marauder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try to play Fangren Marauder. They don't have the removal for it. I'll see. They just have counterspell. Okay, that's fine. So we will play a land and I guess, should we crop rotation for Haunted Fengraph? I think so. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to crop rotation for Haunted Fengraph and pass the turn. We'll leave up Electrickery. Crop rotation. We have Haunted Fengraph in hand, team. Everybody be cool. And pass. 4 minutes left. Playing with this little time, like, whew. I think the only slice of life anime I like really dug, or maybe it wasn't slice of life, maybe it was like horror. It was about this like secret village that everybody went out to just like hang out, I guess. Or like, no, there was like a mystery or something. There's this deep mystery about it. And all of them went crazy. They started like seeing visions of their past. It had a very like Haunted by Chuck Palahniuk vibe to it. Palahniuk. I'm going to say that wrong a jillion times out of 10. I'm going to sack Evolving Wilds. Are they going to gush on end step for the Rubbins? They should. All right. What's up? What's up? 4 minutes here. 4 minutes. They're getting in. Okay. I won't block. There's no reason. There's no reason to save myself one here at the risk of getting blown out. So we'll see if they have another appropriate counter for our Stormbound Geist. That's a good card. Stormbound Geist. Oh, yuck. Okay, well, crop rotation this for a tower. Because we're going to need a lot of mana. Okay, pass. Fengraf. Sack Fengraf. Get back Marauder. Play Marauder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And pass the turn, lead up Electrickery. Oh god. 3 minutes on the clock. Opponent has enormous Stormbound Geists in on the battlefield, and they're spreading for a bunch. Sack this for red mana. A card. Probably should always, yes, always yield here. Oh god. Scrub Delver's so good. We don't have any like fancy stuff really. We just gotta play huge dudes. Maybe maybe Ulamog's Crusher was the play back there, but I don't know. So we'll draw a Prism. That's not too bad. Okay, we will sack for green because we might draw crop rotation. We'll go get another Haunted Fengraf, or we can't cast Ancient Stirrings anyway. Yes, we would love to use the ability. Gain a bunch of life. Gain a bunch of life. Off he goes. See if they're going to pass through, because I will just trade this Electrickery for... Yeah, so I'll try to trade this Electrickery for a Fairy Miscreant. I bet they're feeling intimidated, huh? I'm going to get in for $1 million. Yep. Sure. Find Colony Garden. Ancient Stirrings. I'll let it go. God, I guess we just take another bauble here, or maybe we map for... Yuck. Okay. We'd have to map... Oh, we're so dead on time. Oh, God. Okay. Play a Prophetic Prism, just draw a card, see if we can draw a Wretched Gryff or something. Just draw a Mine. Okay. That's it. I'm gonna call it. I can't do it. You're Wicked Man. The deck's Wicked Man. Thanks for the games. I don't really know. Oh, you guys just saw a really awkward moment, like when you're writing something in somebody's yearbook. All right, that's it. See ya, Proteus. Thank you for the games. You're a valiant opponent. And I'm still learning. I don't know if you keep hands like, man. Not practicing with a deck. Interesting life. This is one Tron piece, some card draw, a payoff. So we gotta draw 2 Tron pieces to play this game? Like I can't mulligan. There's not enough lands in this deck. Like you get down to 6. You guys saw the mulls to 5. They didn't go well. Opponent on turn 1. Swamp. Okay, we gotta play fast because I obviously have played far too slow. We're on the Egg's hand. Opponent's like, this is Affinity. What show? Bakano? I think I heard of Cloud Atlas. Okay, opponent's on blue-black control. Maybe Teachings? These Ixalan lands are really pretty. All right, guys. We can do it. We can do it. 3-2 Dream, still alive. Let's go. Here we go. 3-2 Dream, still alive. All right, there's a Tron land. So we have functionally 2 Tron lands now. Let's play Tron land. I feel like if we're going to play crop rotation, we should do it before they have counter magic up. So I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to crop rotate this Tree of Tails before they can counter it. Prohibit or something. We're going to go get a Tron land, go get a power plant, and play Prophetic Prism, draw a card, and pass the turn. Hopefully we find our last Tron piece. I'm going to start sacking these guys here soon. We'll get a Retrogrowth with Fierce Empath. That's kind of nice that you can do that. Even in the early game, like without hitting Tron lands, you can do something proactive that helps you start hitting Tron lands, and it's pretty good against counterspells. I probably shouldn't underrate that strategy. You still get like a turn 4, 3/4 flyer that draws you a card. All right. Here's an Ash Baron. So what's my opponent on here? Second blue mana is what they're on. Oh, I thought they were going to pass right through. Oof. Almost had you, opponent. Okay, so let's play out another Tron land for when that matters. Tap this for green. Tap, tap, Fierce Empath. Go get a Retrogryph. Play around those prohibits our opponent might have. Yes, we would love to. And we'll pass. I don't know if maybe I was supposed to start sacking stars and spheres at some point in the recent past, but maybe it's good that I haven't. There's another crop rotation. So, but anyway, I think we're Retrogriffing here. Oh, that's kind of like a non-bow with yeah, let's try to Retrogriff, and then if they do counter, it might give us the opportunity to sneak through our crop rotation. Oh, yeah. Don't leave just 1 damage on the table. Like a dummy. All right, there's Counterspell, sure. Still get to draw a card. They also have Prohibit. I wonder. Crop rotation, Tree of Tails, try to go get another Tron land? Huh? Oh, they let it resolve. Oh, nice. Okay, we have power plant. We need mine. Go get mine. Tap mine. Sack star for green. Draw card. Come on, Prophetic Prism. Just another power plant. Okay, so let's play out Sphere. And I think maybe we should leave Sphere because we might. Oh, we have our source of blue mana. But we might need green and blue on a turn when... Oh, we have a forest there too. I think I'm going to sack this right away for green. We might be able to get another Ancient Stirrings. Oh, great. Right after we finish sacking all of our artifacts. Fantastic. We find a Fangor Marauder. Okay, well, Haunted Fenograph guaranteed to be good next turn. Leaving 1 damage on the table. All right, so there's another Empath. Play a land. What land, though? Tron land gives us 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Tron land gives us enough to get like go get a huge beater, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so we can like go get... Maybe we don't want more of these in our graveyard, though. Oh well, we're in too deep. We've come too far. Okay, so let's Empath. and we'll get Crusher. Try to resolve a Crusher. Unless they just counter this, which would kind of blow. Yep. Go get Crusher. Maybe we should get another Griff. Try to hardcast a Griff. I think that's what I'm going to do. Because, like, they can't prohibit it. If they do hard counter it, we do get to replace it already. There's a chance we can play one of the cards we draw. It's safe against Edicts now. We draw another Griff. That's good. Last turn. Got a Doomblade. Ghastly Demise. Forbidden Alchemy. Okay. I can live with that. So maybe it was Crusher there. Crusher's a lot worse against Counterspell, though. This is much better against Counterspell. All right. Opponent on the draw-go plan. So I think we can Griff and Fengraf next turn, right? 6, 7. No, not quite. Yes. We can Griff and Fengraf next turn. Probe. Draw 3, then discard 2. If it was kicked, we discard 2. Okay. So we will discard... Oh no, we should... There's no Bazooka Bog in our main deck. Discard Crop Rotation. Discard... Forest. Dangerously low on colored mana here. Okay, turn comes back to us. Let's cast Retrogriff, get a little bit more information. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Draw card. Crop Rotation. Okay, so at this point... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tap this for green. Fangard Marauder. I think this is what it looks like. And then just get in. And F6. So now you got to deal with all these guys. Which they very well may have the answer for. I mean, I've seen, seen some pretty crazy stuff out of these alchemy decks. This Haunted Vengraph will always be fine. Okay, they're going to disfigure twice to get rid of our Retrogriff. Sure. Yep. Leave up a bunch of mana. Preordain. I guess our board's not that impressive. Look a lot better with a Ulamog's Crusher. Okay, so let's Fengraph. Yeah, let's Fengraph and see what that gets us. We get a Fierce Empath. Okay, so tap this for green. Tap this, play Empath. Would you like to counter? Probably should have played these draw spells first. But, okay, they're going to counter. Prophetic Prism. Draw a card. It's a forest. We will Chromatic Star. And I mean, there's no reason to be leaving up mana, so let's crack Chromatic Star for green. Draw a card. Gain some life. Oh my goodness. Always yes. Always yield. And always yield. It's an Ancient Stirrings. We will Ancient Stirrings. Get a Crusher. This stuff on the bottom. I think even Griff might have been better than Crusher there. Like, I don't think we even need Crusher to finish this game. We'll play our land for turn. I guess we can tap. No. No, that's it. That's it. We could... What land could we get that matters? Nothing, right? I guess we could get a Fengraph now, but doesn't do anything, so getting another 3 mana doesn't matter. Okay, so that's cool. Let's go to combat. Go to attacks. Get in. Pass turn. They're at 7. They have to have some number of answers to win. And this deck is like answers.deck, so prepare for that to happen. Okay. Doomblade, sure. I wonder if they got a counterspell for our Crusher. There's a star. Let's go to attacks. Get in. So if their hand is counterspell prohibit, this turn's going to really suck. But if it isn't, okay. Discard a card. Okay, we'll discard Chromatic Star. Discard Chromatic Star. Get in with Fierce Empath. I am absolutely okay with drawing a card off this Wretched Gryph. Cast. If we emerge it. No. Chainer's Edict. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, and then we have 6. 6 left. Which I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go down to 5, go back up to 8 with Crop Rotation Crusher. So if they counter this, we'll resolve Crusher, which is pretty sweet. And they're not going to counter it. I guess we can still try to resolve. That seems pretty risky. Is it too risky to resolve Crusher here? Or even try to resolve Crusher? What do you guys think? Should we try to resolve Crusher here? Go for it. Risk it for the biscuit. They only have 1 card in hand. They got 2 blue mana up. Oh god, don't have it. Don't have it? I guess, and then we could map for Haunted Fengraf. Maybe we just do that. I don't know, I'm doing it, whatever. That's how I play this game. Okay, sack a forest. Go get tower. Untapped. Tap all the stuff. Crusher? Do you have a counterspell? Don't. Nice. Okay, sweet. Your turn. Dismal Backwater gains some life. So if they can deal with Crusher, I guess they live another turn. But I think Fengraf guarantees us something big and scary. And is this just an angler? Just a drifter, okay. That's cool. Something to block our Crusher. Oh, they found that Doomblade. Bummer. Okay, well, let's see if they want to chump this Wretched Gryph. Hey, Angry Sloth, how you doing? You got that sloth rage in you? You a mad sloth? How many toes you got? 2 or 3 toes? I was talking to Little Fight, I think? No, it was Mike Man. Hey, thanks for the follow, Angry Sloth. I'm glad you're enjoying it. All right, so let's play an expedition map and spin the wheel on the Haunted Fengraf. Go get Fengraf. Play Fengraf. 3 toes in the house. That way I have a middle finger. What do we get back? Spin the wheel. Wretched Gryph. That's a good one. All right, let's Wretched Gryph. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Still 2 mana. 3 toes in the house. If you're 3 toes in the house, what are you? What are you in the streets? How many toes? All right, they have 2 cards. One of them's a land. What do they have in their graveyard? Anything scary? Just Forbidden Alchemy, which isn't really scary right now. Another Muldrifter would really suck. Not really, though, because they trade both for a Wretched Gryph. We get in for 3, and we win anyway. Deadly. Okay, control. So, pulses seem kind of good here. Relics and Bajuka Bog definitely come in. A Number Spider probably comes in as well. All right, let's shrink this. Let's shrink this back at a deck tech mode. Try to have a reasonable see of what we're going to put in here. So Relic and Bajuka come in for sure. On the internet, no one knows you're a three-toed sloth. I did. I just got game 1 off of blue-black control. We did it. We did it. 4-5 on the night. Which isn't too bad. It's not too bad. I'm always happy to have over 50%, you know? Like, okay, so Penumbra Spider. Maybe just like for edicts and stuff like that. I just keep bottoming these with Ancient Stirrings. Like I take Accomplished Automatons out for Penumbra Spiders, and then Ancient Stirrings just like blows. I guess with all their probes and stuff, like we want Ancient Stirrings. What do you guys think? Like, does Penumbra Spider come in? Does Reap and Sow come in? I don't even know. Like, this is only good against removal. It doesn't attack. It's good against Muldrifter too. It doesn't attack through Gurmag Angler. None of this stuff deals with Gurmag Angler. This stuff like kind of keeps it under control. So I think this is what's coming in. I might just play an extra land. I guess this would be land 21. It's such a risky number of lands. Maybe we go down one. Taking out Fengraf doesn't feel good here. So maybe we take out Tree of Tails, a Fangered Marauder, and feels bad running Spider into a counter. You're right, though. You're right. And they're like, haha, counter your Spider, edict your board. Yeah, I feel you there, man. So automatons are good for here. Empaths are pretty okay here. We could probably go down one crop rotation. Like, crop rotation seems really risky in this matchup. We could go down another crop rotation and just keep in like spells that are good against counters. Maybe bring in another pulse. Take out a crop rotation. That's interesting. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that's just resilient. Uh-oh. I took out one of my threats. We got the natural, though. It's cool. We're good. Snap it off. They don't have days, so for the first time in the history of my stream, I'm gonna get lucky. Except that time I went 5-0. I was like crazy lucky that time. I messed up, Angry Sloth. Yeah. and it's okay against counter spells. It decreases the number of threats we need. Girl. Okay, so play this, and I guess we still just pass anyway. Maybe go get another tower. And here comes Augur. Augire. Those are my accents. I just make up places that don't exist. Being an avid DM, did I ever tell you guys about the time that I practiced talking like a frog while I was driving to and from work for a while? Because when you have to improv voices, it doesn't go well. As a matter of fact, this Friday, I just stood in my kitchen and mooed at someone as an aside. It was honestly pretty incredible. God damn it. Chainer's Edict. Brutal. Okay, let's go to Colony Garden. Further weapons. Even though Colony Garden doesn't really make sense here. Like Colony Garden, then what? Then we just don't play anything and we give them an opportunity to leave counter magic up. I think Wretched Griff getting Edicted isn't that bad. So I might even get Haunted Fengraf here. No, we already have a Haunted Fengraf. Let's get Nerza's Tower. Let him know that we had it all along. Boom, son. Wretched. Yeah, I could have Empath last turn instead, or this turn instead. But like if now they feel like they have to Edict. And no, you need blue mana if you're going to emerge. Could I have done that? No. So let's see if they Edict. Then we're just going to run out Crusher next turn. And GG's. Keep getting crushers. Keep playing them. Play Edict Protection. Here comes the Edict. Yes, sir. Because I don't feel like if we showed them another threat with Fierce Empath, I don't know that they would just snap it off. Sometimes they run 4 gain lands and guild gates just for like added consistency. Okay, let's think about this. So we can't Empath and Crusher here. Can we? 1, 2, 3. No, we'd only have 2 mana left. Okay, so I'm going to tower and run out Crusher. 1, 2, 3. If they don't have Doomblade, then I get to keep a Crusher for a turn. That's the game we're going to play. The Can You Kill My Crusher game. And then eventually I'll be able to find a way to get a Bazooka Bog going. I'm just going to sack this for green right away. There's a chance that we run into an Ancient Stirrings. And we got a Forest. Okay, cool. Did I board into more lands? Dwarrel Refuge. I've never seen that. Don't have it. Please don't have it. Okay, so they're gonna get our power, or they're gonna get our power plant. That kind of sucks. But yeah, I guess I was sort of greedy getting the other tower. Oh well. Well, no, I don't know. I'd rather have 2 towers and then go find it. We have Pulse Morasses in our deck. I'm pretty sure I brought in more pulses. I'm fairly certain I did. Wow. That's crazy, actually. Are those legal? Are they common? Because that would be, man, I'd be jamming 12 tap lands. They can't be. People would never run guild gates if they were legal, right? Okay, opponent gonna pump fake with the augurs. Oh geez, what I would give to have that Chromatic Sphere back right now. Okay. So let's go to attacks and see what they want to do about that. They're not legal in Pauper. Okay. I was like, you know, that doesn't make a ton of sense, but whatever. Let's see what they sacrifice. I doubt it's going to be lands. Yeah. Will they block? Preserve their life total? They will. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're 2 turns off of Chainer's Edict. If they just have one naturally, I could be in trouble. I think I'm going to Empath here. And oh, right, I don't have Tron anymore. Well, then I'm definitely going to Empath here. Yes, we would love to tutor up a card with Empath's ability. And I think I might just go keep getting Crushers. And just keep, well, no, Accomplish Automaton. Because they have Chainer's Edict going on here. So now we can pulse back our Tron land next turn. And feel like we're in pretty good shape. See what they've got. Doomblade. Dang. Sure you do. 2. There's another pulse. Okay, so if you pulse back power plant, we'll have 5 mana. Let's try to pulse back power plant. See if they want to counter it. Yeah, that's spicy, right? They're gonna counter pulse. Okay. So that's not a huge deal. Now we got a counter spell at other hand. Feeling okay about that. We'll play mine, go to combat, attack with Empath. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They missed a land drop, so that'll give us the opportunity to, well, unless they just have another counter spell next turn, we can just go pulse something back and pulse back our Tron land, play Accomplished Automaton, feel pretty safe from edicts. And then we can start Haunted Fen graphing. Muldrifter. Drifty Drift. Probe. Well, little do you know, opponent. Got a bunch of useless lands in my hand. I guess they get to draw 3, discard 2. They're trying to hit land drops, so that makes sense. I really wish I could hit Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mono Red Blitz is going to be a good time. It was like, it was interesting because the subreddit seemed to take issue with the fact that somebody would like only have it mono red, and I know that there was like a good amount of discussion about it. But I don't know. I think honestly, I think it's pretty good. It looks like it's 5-0'd twice since it joined the discussion, and yeah, it's been making it ever since. Yeah, well, I only have the deck tech fired up right now, but you can go there, and the list should be in the description. Play Power Plant. Play Matan. And we have tons of Edict fodder now. So now we just have to draw our big stuff, and we got a card that does that. Draw big stuff, win the game. Let's go. Oh no, I haven't played it yet. So I'm playing it tomorrow night. Somebody else posted it on our Popper, and it created, I don't know if it was a lot of controversy, but there was like some argument in the comments and stuff like that. I was basically trying to find the history of it to see if Mono Red Blitz had been around before, because it seems like kind of a natural progression, you know? Oh, Fendergraph is going to get us back something good regardless. That's nice. Is this like another Edict? Do they have it all? My opponents really like having it all, so I could understand if they wanted to have it all. 3 mana up. Oh, did I conclude? Wait, what did it? Oh yeah, in your paper that you're writing? Yeah, they're tough, man. They're the hard ones. Let's fire off Ancient Stirrings. We have some more colored mana. I doubt they counter this, yeah. Okay, let's get Wretched Griff. All this stuff back in our library. Wretched Griff, cast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Draw a card, see if they have counter magic. Appears that they do not. We draw mine. I'm going to play Fengraph. Sack Fengraph, return a creature. We get back Automaton. Not the greatest hit, but it is a hit. I'll take it. And I'm going to leave this out here for the moment. Actually, no. There's no reason to hold up blue anymore. If we can find more card advantage, then we're in money. Draw a card. Just a Prophetic Prism. Okay. Can't cast that. Pass turn. How's that for card advantage? Repeat your thesis, repeat your paragraphs, pretend to be introspective, blah, 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 you're done. Tying it to the outside world does work really well too. Reiterating your thesis in a very intelligent way is an awesome way to shape out a paper. Like just even like getting them, being like, so I said all this stuff. Have I convinced you? Like that kind of thing. Like, see what I mean? Have one of those really good see what I mean moments. They're going to Edict. I think they're trying to make their Edict better there. We'll put Fierce Empath in for Pulse Marasa shenanigans. They're not going to Edict. Okay. So I don't know what they're leaving up here. We'll go to attacks. Attack with everything. Map. Do we have any Fengraphs left? We do. Maybe we should map for Bog. And Bog them? Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So let's map. Map for Bog. That gets one of their... That gets 2 Chainer's Edicts. That's pretty worth it. For Bog. And we will Bog you. More of a prose man. Yeah, I enjoy both, considering that I do music as well. I like myself a good bit of poetry and prose. I don't read as much prose since I've graduated university, but not that there isn't more time left to do so. I should definitely draw a card first before I do anything crazy like that. Draw a card. This seems pretty good against this type of deck. But I don't... Not entirely confident. Especially where we soaked up 2 Edicts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. So we can play Star, Crack Star, do some more drawing. I think I'll do that. I'm basically digging for a Crusher here, just to like close this thing out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's just Automaton. Make a servo. And pass. This guy blocks Angler real good, huh? That's the thing about haikus, you know? They're like the scientist's poem. You have to be skeptical of them all the time. It's the art of like Italian cooking and Japanese poetry. You have very simple components in a very kind of like small, compact, finished thing, but it's the quality of the components in it and the skill at putting it together that can create kind of something more than the sum of its parts. Today I compared Denrova Horror. I should play one of those. What's your gonna bounce? Just a servo? Gonna bounce the Automaton. Gotcha. Well, I will replay that. We don't have any way of dealing with horror. That's not good. Lots of mana. And I probably will block here. A general style, like dark and depressing or light and fluffy. Haikus are easy, but sometimes they don't make sense. Refrigerator. Melancholic. That's a good word. There's a lot of good melancholic art out there. Wow, guys, didn't we get some deep here, huh? Playing this blue-black control deck. Draws a card, we find another mine. Not exactly what we want to see, but if they don't have like a Ghostly Flicker loop next turn, I feel like we might be in okay shape. But if they have Ghostly Flicker loop, oh buddy, strap in. We're going for a ride. Did I exile any Ghostly Flickers incidentally? I guess not. A Terminator. Her Terminator. This is why Tron decks have so many like things to do with all of their mana. First of all, the timeout losers like me who couldn't possibly function that quickly. Good night, Kirk. Have a great sleep, man. I'm a fan of Gothic and Romantic eras. That's just because I had a great year one teacher. Yeah. Yeah, it only takes that one really skillful academic to turn you around on it, eh? All right, turn is ours. We get map. Do we have any Fengraphs left? One. I've only seen one Haunted Fengraph so far. Okay, let's map. Yeah, and I don't have any on the battlefield. Did I take one out? We will try to find a Fengraph. Get a Fengraph. Play a Fengraph. Sack Fengraph. Get back a creature. What do we get back? Hopefully a Retrogryph. I would take a lot of stuff. We get back Crusher. That's good too. Yeah, I guess we're just casting Crushers and hoping they don't have counterspells. I feel like they would have dealt with the Automaton if they did. What? Oh, man. Slammed. It is kind of a depressing thing, isn't it? Oh, man. Is this Alchemy too? Recoil. Sure, opponent. That was a good turn. I get a bunch of 1/1s. Well, they have no cards in hand, though. And we're playing a 5/7 that completely stonewalls them next turn. That's a pretty good spell, though, to help them out with that. Crush Daddy. Ooh. You see like a bearded, long-haired dad type of guy. Crush Daddy. Yes. 2 cards in hand, and one of them was a counter spell. Good stuff. Yeah, the Pauper Discord. Oh, man. That's coming at me next turn. Make sure I'm in Hellbent City. Yeah, I'll take 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Accomplished Automaton. I want to sandbag one of these, but there's no point. I don't know why I didn't block there either. Fabricate 1, +1/+1 counter. And return, +1/+1 counter. Pass. If you feel like you want to post your poem, you can. Go for it. Though once it's out there, it's out there. Just remember. Opponent gonna kick probe for no apparent reason. Probe is kicked. Target player discards 2 cards. Sure. Leaving 2 mana up. Maybe counter magic. Not really sure. I'm gonna swing for lethal next turn. They let one of these through, they die. So we will orchestrate some chumps. I guess going wide would have been better there. I don't really know what counters did over servos. Honestly, making servos probably guaranteed more damage got through. If I had 2 servos here, they would still have to block both of these and they would take 5 otherwise. Okay. Land. So if I swing with everything, they double block and block here. Without good double blocks, this attack's pretty good. So I'm gonna swing with everything. Let's see what they've got. If it's Agony Warp, that's pretty bad. Because they can kill both of these with Agony Warp. They are going to double block, okay. Take 5. Take lethal? I win? Oh. Oh. Sweet. We have Tron. I'll keep it. Wait, what? Hey, that's not nice. Don't say that about the ladies. They're good people. They're better than I am at a lot of stuff. Do you have days? No days. Okay, sweet. Oh, we're gonna have a turn 3 Retrogryph. Full foil Delver. Hey man, you don't get in the double digits of. Oh yeah, Angry Sloth. I have a Discord if you want to come hang out. I think that might be what is being referred to. Man, how do you have this many trophies with a Jace's Erasure deck? Am I getting trolled right now? Am I getting fed a win? All right, let's play Power Plant, pass turn. So that means they'll have a counterspell for me next turn. Ah, they're gonna flip their Delver. Get a bunch of Erasure trick. This, wow. I guess this is how you get this many trophies with this deck. Goodness. So if they can leave up counter magic for my Griff, it's not the end of the world, but yeah. Yeah, it is. Just gonna make our Pulsamarasas and Haunted Fengraphs better, given that we can find them. I'm gonna mill a bunch. Delver's gonna flip. So it's now or never. They have a Ponder. So we will have to be cognizant of that. Yep, gonna attack us for 3. Leave up your counter magic. You sure will, opponent. Okay, let's sack this. This might be a reason, like, this comes from that whole not being the expert thing. This might be a reason to, like, mine, empath, prism, you know, like, make it so they left up that 2 mana for no reason, but they might have thought scours and stuff, so I really don't know. Very curious. Or we could just run out Retrogryph here and make them have counter magic, and then Fierce Empath more threats next turn. I think this is so good against Delver that I'm just going to make them have it. 4 cards in hand. They got to Brainstorm. We'll see if they have hard counter here. They do. Because my opponents are awesome at Magic the Gathering. They, in fact, always have a counter spell for my threats. Yeah, it might have been correct there. Like that was what I was talking about. Like there could have been like a next level version of that turn where ooh, Arcane Denial, you are correct. Oh, opponent's comboing off. Excuse them. They're busy. Yes, they did. Oh my god, Whirlpool Rider. Am I gonna die? Oh god. This is good. This deck is good, man. I don't know if that was just like an exceptional hand or something, but I'll tell you what, it looks a lot worse if we had Wretched Griff on the battlefield. Okay, so play tower, play prism, draw card. Maybe tower was incorrect there. 8 mana. Whirlpool Rider is a common, yeah. Oh my goodness. They just wheeled their hand and they incidentally had another counterspell? Are you kidding me? Okay, sure. Green for Empath, I guess? Go get Crusher? I don't know. I don't see how we win without resolving an Ulamog's Crusher. Pass turn. Opponent's going to draw another counterspell. We'll lose. Jeez, man. I guess not. Taking a Whirlpool Rider, play another Erasure. Gush. Holy crap. This is what their graveyard looks like. I'm pretty sure there are decks in Legacy that have graveyards that look like this. Or Vintage. Like, does Vintage play just hard counterspell, or do they just play Preordained Ponder instead? Like, holy crap, man. They're making us work for that 3-2. Yikes. Yeah, okay. Pulse in the graveyard, pulse in the graveyard. No way to interact with this Delver of Secrets besides playing Wretched Griff. We're getting a Fangren Marauder out and some way to like sack it. Sack artifacts. Okay, they're gonna Thought Scour us. Was that Advanced Darkness? Oh no. Are you okay, man? Give me a talk, dude. The Discord's right there. Hit me up. PM me, dude. I work during the day. I might be a little less consistent, but you ever gotta talk, man. I'm there. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we can play around days this way, but can we? Does anything else punish us here? Okay, let's just play Crusher. Maybe they have a bounce spell for Crusher, and then we just lose. Oh God. Let's play Sphere. Crack it for green. Draw a card. It's a land. Ancient Stirrings. Get Automaton, I guess. It's pretty resilient to bounce. And, man, I don't know. Play out Power Plant. Play out Tree of Tales. Leave up Crop Rotation. Go. Oh my goodness, man. This is nuts. I've never been memed so hard in my life. We're at 9. More than half of our deck is in our graveyard. They're probably just going to bounce our Crusher this turn and be like, what? That was cute. Whirlpool Rider. Bunch of triggers. They probably can just conceivably mill us out. Yeah. Is that GG's? Is this 16 erasure triggers? What is this? Everything hurts so much. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. I don't even know if Tranquility is like a good call. Like they. Yeah. It's looking pretty dang real right now. But Jer James B here. Jer James B here is taking a break from winning trophies with incredible decks probably and doing something fun. Because I don't generally see this deck around. Like, At least I always get to beat it. But today, I'm milling my whole deck and they're taking a look. Okay, decks, cards that are strictly bad if they go off of the erasure plan. Moment's Peace, Penumbra Spider. Take out Crushers, because they have bounce spells. I know they've got bounce spells. We need more value than that. We'll leave one in as a tutor target. Take out an Ancient Stirrings. Yuck. I don't think Moment's Peace is actually good. I would take out Moment's Peace, put in another Crusher. God, that was nuts. I don't know that Naturalize will be good against anything if they board into the Ninja plan. I don't know, right? The Pulses are probably kind of good. Actually, Pulse seems very good against this deck. Maybe even better than Penumbra Spider. I don't know, man. If they are just hard on the erasure plan, that made the erasure look pretty good. But this deck's sideboards, they have like a transformational sideboard plan into Mono Blue Delver. And I'm trying to kind of next level that a little bit. So I think this is what I'm going to do. So if they got us, if they pivoted and they're not Mono Blue Delver now, then good for them. But if they are, well. Yeah, whatever. We'll get Tron again. See what good that does us. Oh my gosh, that was insanity. That was absolute insanity. Was that crazy, guys? Like, was that? I died. I died real good. Can't cast any of these spells, but I don't think they're going to be on. I think they're going to be on Mono Blue Delver now. I could be wrong. Okay, there's some green mana. That's good. Pass. So this might just be Island, leave up hard counter. This is Erasure, they got us. But we do have the extra pulls for it. Or no, we don't. I think we're like essentially main deck. Yeah, they're Delver now. Tower, turn comes back. Play tower. Maybe we fake them out with the Chromatic Sphere. Get faked. This is good for us in a couple of ways. Yeah, they're gonna let us do it. Okay, sack, draw. It's a map. Well, that is we need a land pretty bad, but I think I'll just run out Vanguard Marauder here. Like if this will give us the opportunity to resolve a Crusher. Yeah, they do have the counter because it's me, and of course my opponent has the hard counter in their opener. Just gotta find a land. Just gotta find a land here. We'll see. We'll see if I get punished by not bringing the Naturalizes in. I feel like I could be, and I have been. So we'll see. There's a Delver. They got 1 mana untapped. Crop rotation. Yup. If we go get Tower, we just still have 7 mana, no colored mana to cast anything. We go get colored mana. We could like tap it. No, we can't tap it for green and then sack it. Well, I think we have to map anyway. I think we get colored mana because of our Vanguard Marauders and our Pulse Marasas. So I'm going to do that. Go get my colored mana. go get... wonder if they have curfew. If they have curfew, I probably want Colony Garden. Maybe not. Get Tree of Tails, because we have crop rotation. Guys, I gotta stop touching my face. That was an aggressive face touch, too. Okay, that's good. That's good. Go ahead. We can pulse back Vanguard Marauder end of their turn. Try to bait out a counter. And then if we can get them to tap out, then we can resolve our Ulamog's Crusher. Hopefully it's good enough. Cross your fingers. Pray to the meme gods. Meme gods, hear our prayers. Delver, what are you doing? Flipping off. Preordains. Kind of wish I had those Penumbra spiders happening right now, but you can't always Penumbra what you want. All right, what's coming? What's coming, foil guy? The foil guy on Instagram. That was a decent Instagram. Just like very compact pack openings. Shouts out to the foil guy. You're still doing what you're doing. Even if you're not doing what you're doing, shouts out to you, man. I got some satisfaction out of that content. Yep. Ponders. The Jer James B himself, or herself, I guess. Getting in. Getting aberrant. Yep. I don't think they counter this pulse. I don't know why they would. No. Okay. So they F6'd there. We can Prism and Marauder here. Which seems pretty fine. I'm gonna do that. Prism. Resolving 2 spells, pretty good against a deck that can only counter 1 of your spells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Marauder? We have more. Don't tell them. Shh, 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 shh. Don't tell them we have more. I'm trying to win this. So far, our only opponent that's played even a little bit slower than us, and I think it's because they're making incredibly important decisions. They're really good at this game. All right, I can safely F6 here, I think. No more mana coming. Trying to run them out of those counter spells, man. Trying to run them out of those counter spells. Now that we have Prophetic Prism online, I might crop rotate this Tree of Tails. We can get a Vanguard Marauder to stick. Looks like they decided to daze. Oh my goodness. Good on you, opponent. Good on you. Good thing we didn't crush her. So this is just going to be 4 mana left untapped. I can play around Daze next turn pretty well. I can also just keep running out Vanguard Marauders. And so long as they don't have counter spells, we're in pretty okay shape. But they could just always have the counter spell because that's my life. That's how I choose to live my life. Griff is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess with 1 mana. 2 mana doesn't really make any difference. I guess it kind of does because of crop rotation. So if we can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, crop rotate. No, it doesn't change anything. See how low they want to tap. How do they want to let us know they're going shields down? You did it, Soren. Yes. Despite all the distraction, you concluded successfully. Congrats. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see what we can do. Retrogriff is the best play, most likely. A land is good. That helps us with crop rotation. So if we Marauder, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go up to 5 mana. Play a land, leave a Pulse of Marasa. It's kind of okay. I think I will try it. My Google Home. Oh man, the burns from the Google Home, telling me about playing too slow. Yeah, okay, there's counterspell. That's true. That is a spell. All right. Land for turn, go. Can only have so many counterspells, opponent. We're just gonna keep gaining life, committing threats. Thought Scour's us. So they are still on the erasure plan. That's interesting. I think we get back Wretched Gryff with Pulse, and then we just start casting Gryffs. Brainstorm. Oh my goodness. This mill deck, man. Crazy. It's the Mill v Mono Green Tron. Turbotron. Okay, there's another Delver. Yep. Another Delver. That's a lot of Delvers. Oh god, okay. So let's go get back Wretched Gryff. Do we crop rotation here? This would be one of the riskiest crop rotations I've probably ever tried to resolve. But I want them to counter it so I can resolve a Crusher. So let's do that. Crop rotate our Tree of Tales. It resolves, get a tower. And Pulse of Marasa, Wretched Gryff. Yeah. I think they've, I don't think they have a counter in hand. I don't feel like they do. Yeah, they're gonna let us get it back. Well, let's get our Griffy guy. Prism, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's Prism first. We could try to Crusher. What are the chances they got another counterspell? Maybe this deck just runs Delvers and counterspells, and if that's the case, then we want these Gryffs to be on the battlefield. So let's get Griffed. It's gonna resolve. Let's Sphere. Draw card. Empath. Alright, well let's just play on another Sphere while we've got the opportunity. We'll pass. Feel like they don't have interaction here. That might have been our opportunity. That might have been that risky turn where I should have resolved my Crusher. So we'll see. They're gonna Brainstorm. I've seen the first Preordain already. They have a Brainstorm and a whole buttload of Flip Delvers. Just a whole buttload. Do we have any Gryffs left in our deck? I think we run 4, so we do. Good to know. Saw the Brainstorm. 3 cards in hand. 9 power in the air. Choosing not to attack. Let's try to crush. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Counters. Got him. What's it like, man? What's it like to always have the counterspell? Yeah, I guess. Okay. Well, let's Fierce Empath. Get another Crusher. Yep. Get another Crusher. And pass. See if they just keep running counterspells. They only have 1 more in their deck. Like, what more do I even have to be afraid of in this life? They're gonna wheel, try to find that last counterspell. Oh god. No. Not like this. Not even a little bit like this. Runner Crusher. Please? Resolve? And get another blocker out there. Though I don't know that they're on the block us anymore plan. We'll go like this. Griff, emerge, empath. Oh, do they have days? No, okay. Play a land. And pass turn. Yep. I have been erased. Oh my god, they're gonna do it too. They're gonna like... they're gonna freaking combo off and we're gonna get milled out. And it's gonna be savage. Oh... I can't be too salty about it, because considering this is a deck that has, you know, all counter spells and Jace's erasures, they were bound to hit a bunch of those spells eventually. Let's play Prism just in case it matters. Land. Okay. Play out the land, go to combat. I think we swing with everything, because them doing damage to us isn't really a big deal. We have Fangren Marauder here, and we're about to play it. We gotta put that pressure on, man. They're at 20. If we don't do something about that, we die. That's what this means. Although, when I was testing for Ascend decks, I did find that, like, simply drawing a bunch of cards and having a bunch of cheap permanents in your deck was a pretty good way to get to Ascend. Like, Secrets of the Golden City feels pretty hot in this deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, I guess it did before I tackled into a Mox Crusher, but... what you gonna do? Having a good hard think about it. They could like double block a Retrogriff, take 11, go to 9. Lose 1 Delver. Their board would be like, okay. Their board would be like... Did you guys watch my playthrough of Undertale when that was a thing? That was one of my character voices. It was probably so brutal to listen to. Annihilator trigger on the stack. My opponent making me work for it. Although I can imagine this is, because this is a tough decision, might mean good things for us. Make sure those auto yields are off. Is 4th counterspell a card in my opponent's hand, I wonder? Maybe they're trying to think if they want to gush in response and then sack the erasures, but I don't see that being... And it, like, the card in their hand might be critical to them comboing off with erasure next turn and killing us. So. Don't know that they're going to be sacking Delvers. I have reason to believe they won't be taking 14 here. But I don't know for sure. One, two, three, four, five, six. So I can Marauder, Crop Rotate, and Haunted Fengraf. I don't know. Yeah, Haunted Fengraf. Maybe play a Fierce Empath. If I get back a Fangor Marauder, I won't be able to play it, but... big. Aw, Soren. Thanks, man. Just gonna let lands go. Okay. Okay. Alright. And triple blocking? Sure. Delver. Looks good to me. Some dead Delvers. They're gonna try to win with these erasures, man. Ah, man, my mind's getting blown here. Okay, so let's crop rotate this forest, get a Fengraf. Alright, Fengraf. Sack Fengraf. See what we get back. Fangor Marauder. Okay, no big deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fangren Marauder? And let's sack No, we might resolve a Fangren Marauder next turn, so I think it's good enough to leave that up. I know, right? I've been like the slowest player. My Google Home even was like telling me off. I was like, oh, I think I might do this. And the Google Home was like, oh, well, let me know when you do. Yep. Yep. Still have a Fengraph in her deck. Relevant. Why? Did they bring their ninjas in? Can they deal 4 to this somehow? What does Piracy Charm give? No, Piracy Charm doesn't... Is this another erasure? Don't like erase... Oh, God. They're gonna combo kill us right now. This is gonna be it. This is gonna be how I go out. Net benefits. Mono green Tron. Opponent on the mill plan. They've seen 3 Delvers and 3 counterspells. Done incredible things with them. Okay. So let's go to combat. I don't think we should have to force any action beforehand. We'll see if they want to bounce anything. They can bounce anything. This is fun, at least. At least I'm seeing some, like, interesting decks. If this is, like, bounce this thing. No! Oh, that's so ridiculous. Are we dead to Whirlpool Rider next turn? Gang. Not like this. All our crushers are gone. All of my hope is gone. Play on a Marauder, sack this for green. Actually, no, let's not. Let's not. How many triggers is that? So 5 cards. They'll go down to 4 cards in hand. Like, they can Whirlpool 5 cards, unless this is Gush. Don't. They had 1 card in hand the turn we played. I think we're dead. No, we are dead. They Whirlpool Rider us for 8. That's game. We're going out the honorable way, though. We're going out the honorable way. Last Chase's Erasure trigger on the stack. We're going to sack Chromatic Star. Chromatic Sphere. Yeah, man. Ah, frig. Wow. Wow. I guess we should have brought in those naturalizes. My goodness. Okay, we're waiting until we have the last card in our library. Oh, I can't even see it. How many cards is this? How many cards is this? How will I know? We're in single digits. Single digits. How many cards in my library? Why can't I see it? Just let me see the cards in my library. If I expand this. If I expand this. Oh, I need it for the lulz. Are we at 0? We're at 0 now, right? No, not quite. Is that 0? Is that 0? Wait, do we have 1 card in the library? Guys. Don't. If they don't have a way to draw a card, I would be so shocked. They had 1 card in hand 3 turns ago. When they traded all of those Delvers, they had 1 card in hand. 1. Like, what was that? Is that 2 turns ago? 2? 3 turns ago? We're dead now. And maybe they'll slow roll us all the way to the end of their clock. I don't know. Let's see. When it goes on the stack, I'm sacking this Chromatic Star. Maybe they don't have a 1-mana way to mill us. It's possible. Looks like they've gone through a number of Brainstorms, Thought Scours, and Ponders. Preordains. Are they just dead here? Is that a possibility? Like, I didn't consider that. I find it very unlikely considering the running. Oh, golly, you jerk. Yes, of course they do. Epic slow rolls. Yep. Okay, last is Jace's eraser trigger on the stack. We have 0 cards in library, right? Can I look? Let me look. Okay, good. That is the best I've seen this deck. It was a lot of fun, though. It was a lot of fun. You have completed the league! Alright. Have a good night, Mono Blue Mill.